Okay, so welcome everybody. I think we're ready to start now. I know there's some people still joining, but that's okay. I'll just give a quick introduction. My name is Chloe Murray. I'm part of the marketing team here at Black Knight, and this is our second webinar series that we run. So this time around, we're doing 5 different episodes. So we're basing these ones on branding, marketing, search engine optimization. And today we're going to be looking at selling online through social media, specifically Facebook and Instagram. My colleague Jonathan Thomas is going to do this. It's going to be more of a live demonstration today, so kind of more practical demonstration type webinar. Jonathan is working with us almost 2 years now, so we kind of mostly refer to him as our token American. He's based over in the States, so we do feel sorry for him sometimes. So today the webinar will be roughly 45 minutes long. It'll be about 25 minutes presentation, and then we'll have times for questions and answers at the end. If anybody does have any questions, just pop them into the Q&A there at the bottom of your screen, or into the chat, whichever is easier. So with that, I'll hand you over to Jonathan. Just Jonathan. There, Jonathan.
Yep. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, I think we're good now.
All right. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all having a good day. As Chloe said, the focus of this webinar will be using ShopBuilder to sell on Facebook and Instagram. Now, ShopBuilder we've been offering it since the spring, and it is our way for small businesses and anybody looking to set up an e-commerce store quickly. There are several affordable plans to do it. And one of the nice things about ShopBuilder is that you can easily integrate it with a lot of other platforms and sell there in addition to your own website. And 2 of the biggest are Facebook and Instagram. So this webinar will focus on Facebook and Instagram, why you want to sell there, why it matters, and also how to get it all set up, because sometimes it can be a little tricky. So with that, I will get moving. So who am I? Like Chloe said, I'm Black Knight's token American. I'm based here in the U.S. and my focus is on international marketing and communications for Black Knight. So I kind of focus on outside the Irish market for Black Knight's growth, but occasionally do stuff within Ireland as well. So I've been asked to do this webinar. So first of all, what is ShopBuilder? Like I said, it's our new platform for creating online stores. You sign up, you set it up, and you can be selling online within an hour or less. It's really simple. You can use it to process payments, take orders. You can, if you already have an existing website, you can add it to the existing website by just dropping in one piece of code. Or you can use it to create a new e-commerce website to sell to your customers. And then in addition to that, you're doing it on your own website. You can sell on the various social platforms and the e-commerce platforms like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and all those. Now, if you want a good overview of ShopBuilder and how to get going selling online with it, please see our previous webinar series, which is on the Black Knight website, and we'll put a link in the notes to this and where you can watch that. And that will give you a good overview. My colleague Khan did a great job in setting up demo websites and shows you how easy it is. And it's really easy to set up, and it's designed for people who have not sold online before, who are not webmasters, who really need to get selling online, because especially now in the COVID situation, selling online has become a lifeline for a lot of SMEs. And if you're not selling online and your shop is closed or has limited trading hours, your customers are missing out. So this is a great way for you to reach those customers, sell online, and keep your business going. We've seen a lot of Black Knight clients get this going and had a lot of success with it. And no matter what type of business you are these days, you have to have an online strategy, and your customers expect you to sell online these days. E-commerce growth has been massive, and even during the COVID situation, it's been exponentially massive. So your customers are crying for you to be online, and ShopBuilder is a way for you to get that going. So Now, shop builder aside, why would you want to sell on Facebook and Instagram? Because most people think, oh, Facebook and Instagram is just for communicating with my friends, sharing pictures, and sharing angry political memes. But Facebook and Instagram have become the de facto internet for a lot of people, and there is a lot of marketing potential on Facebook. Now, we encourage everybody to have a website, your own website that you control, but you should also be on Facebook and Instagram. And the reason why is because your customers are already there, and your customers will want to see you there, especially if you work really hard on that business to customer relationship. And it's not just posting funny things on your Facebook page, but sharing updates about your business. It's sharing your new product launches, sharing updates about your team, all kinds of stuff. And your customers expect that these days. They expect that interaction, and they want to see you in their Facebook feed. And initially Facebook marketing was very ad hoc and everything, but now Facebook has really powerful tools for you to market on their platforms. And in addition to that, Facebook is a massive marketplace. A lot of people go to Facebook to sell things now, and they are comfortable with starting the e-commerce transaction on Facebook. And that's the key thing of why you need to be on Facebook and Instagram, is because people are ready to buy, and they're willing to do it, and they trust the Facebook platform. Wow, trust is a two-edged sword. They may not trust it for politics and for things like that, but people still like to buy things, and they trust it for that because Facebook is a very secure and safe environment for e-commerce, and consumers are comfortable with it. Now, Facebook has several ways you can interact with it with e-commerce. They the first step is to have a Facebook page already, and then Facebook gives you several options to sell. They let you have a Facebook shop that links to your catalog, and then people can see your entire product catalog on Facebook, and then they can click it and go to your store and make a purchase. Now, Facebook just recently introduced a new feature where you can actually do the whole transaction through Facebook. This is not covered by this presentation, and that requires more direct using Facebook's tools. So this is a focus on setting up your catalog and your shop on your Facebook page, and then sending people to your store to buy. And that should really be your goal with all of your social media marketing, is to get people off of Facebook and onto your website where you control the checkout experience and the consumer experience. So, and in that way you can sell directly to them. You gather their email for your email list and all that. And then you kind of take the relationship off Facebook. Because we've seen time and time again, you don't want to give platforms like Facebook and Instagram and Amazon and eBay and Etsy, you don't want to give one element too much control over your business success. So I advocate, and we advocate, get people on your website, get them on your email list, get their orders directly through them. Moving on. So what do you need to sell on Facebook? You need three things. You need a shop builder store with a catalog already set up with products. You need a Facebook page, and you need an Instagram page. Now, the Facebook page needs to already be active because Facebook has spam protection policies in place, and you already need to have an active page, because if you set it up, and then there's going to be a wait period while you wait for approval to sell. So this kind of assumes you already have a successful Facebook page. And you also need an Instagram account, which Instagram is a little tricky because, and as I'll talk about later on, they don't let you sell on your Instagram page right away. You have to get approval by Facebook to do so. And that approval comes through your Facebook page, where you've already been hopefully selling. And then they also don't allow you to sell on Instagram if the account is new, which I discovered when I was setting up the demo for this presentation. So, and it's really simple. I'm going to leave the presentation now and do the live demo part. It's really simple. I'll talk through the steps before I actually do it. you have to set up your products in your store and your catalog. That's the easy part, loading all your products in. And then you have to go to the Facebook section in your Shop Builder dashboard, and then you just click connect to Facebook page. And then if you're already logged into Facebook, it connects your page, and then it automatically imports your product catalog into Facebook. And then you can make Facebook posts tagged with your products. It's that simple. So I'm going to leave the presentation and show you how exactly to do that. So let's maximize this. So this is our Shop Builder product page. It's blackknight.com/shopbuilder if you want to learn more about Shop Builder. We set up a demo store that has 2 products for the Go Global with .me store. And we're selling 2 t-shirts. And then if you go into your admin, which we use WordPress for this demo site, that's the most common platform that a lot of people are using is WordPress. It's one we recommend. And we have a bespoke plugin that puts Shop Builder right in your WordPress site. So you can control all aspects of your store directly in WordPress. So all you do is you go to Facebook and it says, here's your sell on Facebook page. You click connect to Facebook page, and it will pull the login from Facebook. And if you're not logged in, it will log you in, and it will ask you to connect your accounts and give it permission and all that. I've already done that, but it's all automated. And then you just have to click accept and allow it to have access. And then you select the page you're going to connect it to. You click save. You give it a moment to do its computer magicry. And then you have to accept all the terms and conditions, which you should probably read through it so you understand. And then it will begin sync progress. Now we only have 2 products, so it'll only take a moment to sync. So let's give it a sec to do that. And then when it's done, I will show you the actual Facebook shop and what it looks like. So give it a sec. It's usually pretty fast. And if you have a lot of products, then it will take a long time to do. But if in this case, we only have 2 products, so it should not take too long. And if you do have a lot of products, you can just walk away and let it do its thing and come back later and it will be ready to go. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would for the live demo. Why don't I see if it's already how it looks? Yeah, it's not there yet. So, but what you do is when it is ready to go, okay, it looks like it might be ready. So there's a Facebook shop. Yeah, it says, welcome to your new shop. It's at your Facebook page URL/shop, and your products will be listed here. You usually have to set up your permissions. You have to confirm your business account, which we're doing Black Knight. And then you confirm your shop details. I have to do a different one. You have to have a business manager account, which is, we'll just create a new one. Okay, didn't do that. So it's giving me an error that the catalog belongs to the business account. That's because we've been testing this so much, but when it's all set up and done, you will have products sitting right here in your shop. I'm gonna maybe pick another one of my, let's see, let's disconnect. Let's try another page. I wanna at least show you what it looks like.
Jonathan, sorry.
Yeah.
To interrupt there. I might just ask you to zoom in on your browser a little bit. The writing is quite small, so it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, that's much better.
Sorry, I have a big screen. So let's see if this works. If this doesn't work, then I'll move on. But you get the idea that it'll sync to your Facebook page once you agree everything and set up the business manager account, and then your products will be ready to go. But 1 second. Yeah, see there, this is a page I don't use anymore, but you can see here's the shop, here are the products, and then you can click into the product, and then it shows, it's not showing the photo, but second. Let's see, visit shop. Sometimes it can take a moment before it's actually in the catalog. So you get the idea. Your shop will be on the shop tab on your page, and you can see usually in your sidebar there will be a shop setting where you can access the shop, and then you can share where the shop is. It's really simple. And then as far as setting up Instagram shopping, so I'm going to go back to the presentation and show that part now. Let's see. So away from current slide. So Instagram is a little more involved, and Facebook has tried to make it easy, but the fundamental difference here is they're two different apps, and they're functionally different. They do different things. Where Facebook, you can share lots of different things, but on Instagram, you can only share pictures. And traditionally on Instagram, you cannot share product links in your posts. So this is a way for you to get around that, because when you tag your products on Instagram when you make a post, it adds a link to the picture, and then people can follow that link right to your store and make a purchase. Otherwise, you have to make a post on Instagram, send people to your profile where the link is, and then send them to your site. So this is a way to directly do that. And so it works similar to the way you set up the Facebook page. You set up your products, set up your catalog, and then you need to convert your Instagram account to a business profile. So when you sign up for an Instagram account, a lot by default are personal feeds. So they want you to have a business profile. So you literally go in the app on your phone, go to your account settings, and change it to a business profile. It's just a couple of taps, and then you confirm it, and then it's a business profile. So then the next step is, because Facebook and Instagram are the same company, you go to your Facebook page, and then you connect your Instagram profile to your Facebook page profile. And then you will control both things from your Facebook page settings. So this, you have to wait for Facebook to actually approve it. They check everything. So it can take a few days, maybe up to a week. They might be a lot faster than that. And then once you are approved, when you're set up, when you post a picture and you share your products, you tag them in Instagram in the app, because it will show your catalog when you make a post. You select the product, and then that way when people go through their feed and see your stuff, they'll see the little shopping bag and that the product is linked. They can click it or tap it with their finger, go right to your site and buy the product. So this is an example of where you go in your Facebook profile to do the link. You go to manage Instagram on Facebook, you log in with your Instagram credentials. And then once you do this, actually, you can manage your whole Instagram account from your Facebook page, except you can't make Instagram posts. You still have to do that on your phone, because Facebook is very insistent about you having to make posts from your phone. And then once you do that, this is an example of the flow. This is what on the far left, that's what it looks like when you tag a product. It shows a little bubble with the price, and then somebody can tap that, and it will take them right to your store where they can make a purchase. It's really slick to see in action. And then if you just go in your Instagram account and look up a business that you follow, they probably have this set up already. So, and then the big question is, okay, you set up the Facebook page, you catalog, you set up the Instagram catalog with the tagging and everything. Then what do you do? Well, your goal should be to send people to your store. So Facebook and Instagram will send people directly to your shop when you make a post. When they choose to make an order, it goes right into ShopBuilder, and then ShopBuilder handles the order for you. It gathers all their personal information, it processes the payment, it notifies you that you have an order, and then it's your job to fulfill the order however you want to do that. And ShopBuilder has lots of integrations with various fulfillment software, so you can ship things, or you can do click and collect, or whatever works for your business. And then, you complete the order and it's done. So now this is the strategy time of the presentation. In thinking about doing this, you need to have a Facebook and Instagram strategy. What goals do you want from your Facebook shop and your Instagram shop and your shop builder shop all working together? Think about what your customers like to see. It's one, don't just set this up and then forget about it, because you need to actively make posts, actively tag products so that your customers see these things, because people don't think to automatically go to your Facebook shop to look at your products. You have to tell them that it's there. So think about what your customers like to see when you post, and then come up with a content calendar and schedule some posts in advance so that people can see your products regularly, but don't just make them all self-promotional products also. So share fun things, and share interesting things, and make your Facebook page engaging, because the more people are engaged with it, the more they'll see your stuff in their Facebook newsfeed, because it's all controlled by a unseen algorithm. Answer comments, answer questions, and then people really like to ask questions right through Facebook pages. So monitor your question inbox on Facebook so that if people have questions about products, you can answer right away. So be sure to set those notifications up, so when you've been contacted by your customers, because people expect to be responded to very quickly. And then the key important point is, remember to tag your products. That's the most important thing when you're posting on Facebook and Instagram, is to tag that you are posting about a product in your catalog, because the overall goal of all of this marketing on these third-party platforms is to get people on your website and on your platform where you control the user experience. So you can get their emails for your email list, and then you can communicate with them directly. So every time you make a product post on Facebook and Instagram, be sure to tag it. It's not enough to just set everything up. Tag, tag, tag. And then I think that about covers it. So with that, we'll take questions.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Thanks.
It's Con here, and thanks for doing the presentation for us here this afternoon. What I want to ask you about is in relation to where the products are, where your catalog is all managed. So as I understand it, you can have multiple front ends or shop windows for your products. You can have the website, which you mentioned at the start, and then you can import that catalog into Facebook and into Instagram as well. But it's all controlled centrally from ShopBuilder, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Your ShopBuilder site is your master catalog. So that is where you control all your products, and then Facebook and Instagram will be synced to it. So if you delete a product, it will be deleted on Facebook. If you add a product, it will be added to Facebook. So they're constantly talking to each other so that information is up to date.
Okay. And can you explain again about the distinction between, like I know Instagram prefers you to post from your phone and to work from the phone and that, but can you work from, could you go over the bit again where you manage that from Facebook? You can do a certain amount of that from Facebook, is that right? And on a computer?
Yes. So then they actually just released a new app for doing this. The name escapes me, but they want business account people to kind of have a central location to manage their Facebook and Instagram page. So while you have to post actual pictures from your phone or from a third-party service that lets you schedule posts in advance, you can respond to messages, respond to stories, respond to comments and stuff through your Facebook page now. It's really easy and slick. That way, you're not having to go on your phone and find all the different comments and direct messages and respond to them. There's an interface on your Facebook page. Once you link Instagram to your Facebook page, that you can just do it all right there from your Facebook page on the computer.
Excellent. I just wanted to point out, as you mentioned there at the start, was that We haven't gone into the details of setting up ShopBuilder, and the reason is that we've done that before in the previous series of webinars. I've posted the link to that. It's at bk.ie/webinar. I've posted that in the webinar chat as well if people want to go back and look at the basic setup of how to set up Black Knight ShopBuilder and get it working with your website or whatever else. Jonathan has taken that a step further today by showing us how to integrate that with Facebook and Instagram. And in, I think, the fourth episode in this next series in 2 weeks' time, I'll be going back into using ShopBuilder and showing people how to set up fulfillment options, a little bit more to do with delivery and aspects of that as well, specifically how to manage shipping, delivery, and also click and collect using ShopBuilder.
Yeah.
That's great, Jonathan. Thanks.
Yep, thank you. Does anybody have any more questions?
There's just another question coming in there from Facebook, Jonathan. I know you kind of answered it there maybe as you were going along, but just, I don't know if you can possibly show it again, but does this automatically bring up the products on your shop page on Facebook?
Yes. I don't know.
Now, maybe you could just show that tab with some products in it.
Yeah, let me try once again to do that.
Live demonstrations can always be tricky, so.
I don't think I have the window anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's see, they might be there now. Yeah, so this is the example I put in the presentation. If you go to your page address /shop, or there will be a link on your Facebook page to the shop section. And then when somebody clicks it, it loads the product. And then you can see over here, it gives the product details, reviews, and then you click checkout on a website, and it takes you right to the website. And then you can, the customer can place an order for it.
Well, that's from the customer's point of view then. So basically they just click on the shop tab on your Facebook page.
Yes.
Click on the product, and then that will bring them directly into a basket essentially where they can check out.
Yep.
Awesome. And I think that the Facebook, I think that's called Business Manager, I believe.
Yes, that's the name of it. Business Manager. There's an app for your phone, and then there's a new interface on the web called Business Manager that you can do all that from. So it's pretty handy.
Awesome. And then I guess the other question for you as well is, can this only be used with Instagram and Facebook, or is there other third parties? Like, I know it works with Amazon and various other platforms.
Yes. So there are other channels that ShopBuilder supports. I don't know all of them offhand, but if you go to our ShopBuilder page, it kind of lists all of them. So you can sell on Google Shopping, you can sell on Pinterest, you can sell on eBay. If you meet a certain number of requirements, you can also sell on Amazon. So there is a lot more places you can sell than just Facebook and Instagram. So it's really about figuring out where the customers that you're trying to reach are, and then marketing to that platform.
And I guess you kind of need to be there, whatever social media, if it is, say, Facebook, for example, that you're selling through, and somebody messages the Facebook page with a question, you just want to make sure that you're actually active on those platforms and kind of just customer hanging, or, you know, wondering where their product is or whatever else. So.
Yeah, we all hate, you know, messaging somebody on Facebook and then they get back to us a week later and it's like, well, why do you have the page set up if you're not going to be active on it? Yeah, be as active as you can, you know. And it's, you never know when you're going to get a big order or a big deal based on something that comes through there. And even if you have to take the deal offline, at least you made the contact on Facebook. So it's important when you set this stuff up to stay active on it and to keep monitoring it. Don't just ignore it.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm just looking at the time here, Jonathan, so I think we're starting to run over a little bit. Thanks so much for that. I really do think those kind of practical demonstrations on how-tos are really helpful for people. You know, you can go back over and look at this. We will be pushing it out on social media and emailing it to people as well. So you can look back over it and kind of see how this all works again. As we said, this is a series of webinars. So next week, we're actually going to have a guest speaker on, and we'll be looking at some SEO conversation. So the title of that is how to reach the first pages of Google. So we'll basically be looking at another tool that will help you to kind of do that in a DIY way. It's kind of, I guess, these kind of tools are an affordable way for businesses to be online, and especially during these times, it's so important. So that's on next week, the 14th of October. At the same time, 2:30. So if anybody does have any questions or anything like that, you can always reach out to us. You can find us on blacknight.com. We're always on the end of the phone, or emails, live chat, whichever is your preferred method of communication. So thank you all for taking the time today to listen in, and we will see you all again next week.
Thank you.